Ninth Story Studios, giving story a voice. Welcome to the lift. Get ready to take a ride.
Hello, I'm Daniel Foytik, and I thank you for joining us for a special episode of Victoria's Lift. Today we're presenting the final of 5 mini-episodes for Christmas called A Little Lift for the Holidays. Full-sized episodes are coming, but until then, let's join Victoria for today's tale, Pick a Card, by Christopher Long, told by Mary Murphy and Amber Loverling, née Collins. Thank you to all of you for being a part of Victoria's Christmas celebration. We'll be returning in the new year.
There they sit, waiting to be shuffled into the right configuration to make someone believe they've just witnessed the impossible. Every year I practice one of Larry's tricks for the girl who comes to visit me. If there is such a thing as a year here, my jail cell is tricky. It's full of forgeries. The door, which isn't my front door, opens to reveal a corridor that doesn't belong there.
Hello, Carol.
I was married to a man who pretended he could make objects appear out of thin air. This girl's different. She's no magician. She's a tightly wound spring of magic, a sorcerer with pigtails. She also happens to be my jailer. She sits across from me, noticing the cards are still in their box.
No trick this year.
There's no hiding my exhaustion from her. They're getting louder next door. It's hard to focus. I can always hear their voices, taunting me, trying to draw me into that room. Except the door's been locked ever since I first arrived. According to Victoria, that's down to me. Not her. Of course, that was me once, on the other side of the wall. Me and Larry, back when he was refusing to accept help, and I was struggling to hold on to what was left of him. On my darker days, they play out our last argument. The words I'd said to push him into planning his final escape, not with a hidden lockpick, but with the painkillers he'd palmed when I wasn't looking.
How about I show you a trick instead?
She presents me with the banned deck.
Pick a card, any card.
Muscle memory kicks in. Larry took me through so many tricks. We'd be in a hotel room somewhere and he'd ask me if I was ready for the next one.
Don't show it to me.
Turning my card over, I find she somehow turned it into an envelope with my name on. That's Larry's handwriting. How did you do that?
Sorry, Carol. A magician never reveals their secrets. Now go on, open it.
I do as I'm told. Ever the good assistant. Inside it is a Christmas card. I don't recognize the bright, cheerful illustration. I don't understand.
That's the last Christmas card Lawrence sent you.
No, it's not. I don't think I'll ever forget that card. Larry couldn't leave the apartment by our last Christmas together. That's why when he asked, I had to go out and buy one for him. I got home to find him sleeping, or so I'd thought, until I saw the pills scattered over the bed. He was always good at misdirection.
Please, Carol, read it. Just once.
Victoria's eyes look as old and patient as the stars. As I skeptically skim down the shaky words, they take my breath away. I read them again. I read them until my tears make it difficult to see. When did he write this?
On the day he couldn't face putting you through the pain anymore. Only he hid the card too well. Once a magician, always a magician, I suppose. That's why you never found it. That's why you didn't know.
She rubs her hands together, places them on mine.
Now, are you ready for the clever bit? Close your eyes and hold on to that card tightly. Try to remember Larry. Remember your happiest memories together.
The card in my grip starts to shift. It becomes smaller, colder, as I remember us on stage. The laughter, the wonder, the applause.
Ta-da!
A key.
To that pesky locked door you've never been able to pick open.
The little sorcerer smiles and shrugs.
It's not that I didn't enjoy the tricks every year. You just looked like you needed a little help.
Thank you. Thank you so much. She gives me a quick, tight hug.
Happy Christmas, Carol.
And with that, she leaves me alone. I keep Larry's lost message clutched tightly in my trembling hand, feeling ready now to face whatever's waiting for me in that room. Feeling ready to go home. This has to be magic, because it all feels so impossible.
Thank you to our supporters for making the show possible. Today's episode featured Mary Murphy as Carol and Amber Loverling as Victoria. Today's custom score was created by our resident composer, Nico Vettese, of the Inky Pawprint. Artwork is by Jesse Hawk of the Inky Pawprint. Our author is Christopher Long. Story editor and producer is Daniel Foytik of Ninth Story Studios. Until next time, keep your music box wound, be kind to those you meet, and remember that a lift can appear anywhere and anytime. Merry Christmas.